Okay, guys, good evening. Welcome to Philosophy Online Lecture. And on this audio visual, we'll be talking about philosophy of religion with our topic being uh, the problem of evil. Okay, so please, you might be hearing some background sound because I have to do this on the way. Okay, but just listen and focus on the lectures. Okay. So now, when we talk about the problem of evil, it is a very, very big problem when it comes to philosophy of religion, and it has to do with the existence of evil in the world. Okay, so the existence of evil in the world now, if Epicurus raised this dilemma that if we say that God is all benevolent, okay, so why is there the presence of evil in the world? That means that it's not all benevolent, okay. And if we say he has the power to do all things, okay, and there is evil in the world, that implies that God is impotent, okay, that he is not omnipotent as we have it to be, okay. And so if we say that he is both omnipotent and benevolent, he is all good, okay, so why is there evil in the world? So this is the question, this is the dilemma, okay. So because we say that God is all good, okay, and he created, as we agree that he created everything, okay, so now why is there the presence of so much evil, even if it's little evil? For the fact that God is all good, there shouldn't be evil in the world, okay. So this is the problem faced, okay, by theologians, okay. And so there has been various response to the problem of evil in the world, okay. So now St. Augustine has was one that attempted this, okay, because it also affected him personally, because at the time he had to stop his faith, okay, in God, okay, because of the problem of evil, okay. So he was looking for answers to uh, uh, this problem of evil. Now he firstly followed that of the Manichaean school. He joined the Manichaean school because he was at that time convinced by their teachings, okay. So the Manichaean school was established by Means. Okay, now they believe that there are two principles in the universe: the principles of good and the principles of evil. The principles of good is called Homos, and the principle of evil is Ahriman. Okay, now these two principles are the source of uh, everything in the universe. Okay, the principle of good almost is also the source of the spiritual realm and uh, the source of light. Okay, now the opposite argument is also the source of darkness and the source of material things. Okay, so now the human body consists of both spirit and material, that is matter. Okay, so now when this spirit and matter go in conflict, that is what results in the evil we have in the world and also the good, okay, because they have clash of interest, okay. So when the sun and the rain clashes, there will be rain and then there will be sun, okay. Do you get it? Okay, so that is the explanation of the Manichaean school, okay. So that is their answer to why evil was in the world, okay. So Augustine firstly accepted it, but later he was unsatisfied by this answer, so he sought more answers, and that is when he became a member of the Neoplatonic school, okay, following the teachings of Plotinus. To Plotinus, evil is not a positive thing. Evil is not a positive thing, and so does not exist. Only positive things exist. Now, the reason why we have evil is because it is a negation of the positive things, or the negation of being, okay. Only the beings are positive things, and they are the only ones that exist, but in the absence of these beings are where we have evil, okay. So Augustine accepted this as evil not being an entity but the negation of being, but he and however disagreed with Plotinus on one part, because Plotinus does not believe in matter being an essential substance, okay? But because Augustine was a Christian, so a Christian cannot say that the body was not created by God. A Christian will say that everything was created by God. Okay, so Augustine held that matter was also the creation of God, okay? And so matter is not evil to Augustine. Matter is not evil to Augustine, okay? So, but to Plotinus, it does not regard matter as what constitutes reality. Okay, so that is on St. Augustine's response to the problem of evil on the metaphysical side, is that evil is a negation of being. That is, it occurs when there is an absence of the positive things of being. Okay, so he also adds the moral argument for the response of the problem of evil. Okay, so now he held that evil is present in the world because of the free will man and God has given to man to make choices when making certain decisions, when performing their duties. Okay, so because man is given free will by God, we have the choice to either do good or to do evil. Okay, so this is one reason why there is evil in the world. Okay, so that is on St. Augustine's response to the problem of evil. Then we have that of Gottfried Leibniz. Okay, Leibniz had three answers to the problem of evil. He held that there is metaphysical evil, there is physical evil, and then there is the moral evil. The metaphysical evil, the metaphysical evil is a result of the imperfection in beings. Okay, so every beings on the universe are imperfect beings. Okay, so now they do not have the highest form of perfection. So this implies that they are bound to be evil in the world because these beings are not perfect. Okay, so in a layman language they have commas. Okay, so those commas are the evils. Okay, so when he was now asked that, okay, since God knows that, why did God not create something that is imperfect? He now said that it is not possible for God to create something that is perfect, because creating something that is perfect means God is creating another of himself, because only God has to be perfect. Only God has to be perfect. So God cannot create another thing that is perfect. It means he's creating another of himself. Okay, so that is how Leibniz answered it. Okay, so he also said in the idea of the best possible world that this is the best possible world that God could have created. Okay, and the presence of evil make also made the world meaningful. Okay, so that is that on his metaphysical response to the problem of evil. He said there are physical evils in the world, like hurricanes, like droughts, famines. Okay, that is physical evil. And also he talked about the moral evil. Just like Saint Augustine, moral evil occurs when man misused their free will. Okay, that is why moral evil occurs. Okay, so then finally we'll take a look at Spinoza response to the problem of evil. So Spinoza held that God expresses himself in everything in the universe. Okay, so the universe is just a form of God expression. This expression is not by a free will, but it is a necessary expression of God. So everything we see in the universe is an expression of God. Okay, so the moods of everything is the representation of God in all those things. Okay, now going by this, he said that there is nothing like evil in the world. There is nothing like evil in the world. Okay, the problem arises where we try to isolate things and term them as evil. Okay, but everything actually is a representation of the full picture of God expression in the universe. Okay, now let me explain this in a layman context. If we say the whole body, if we look at the whole body, okay, and then because the hand is responsible to take something in stealing, in the act of stealing, then we now isolate the hand and term the hand as evil. Spinoza says no, that we should not have a picture like this, that everything is whole, okay? So, but God is, uh, as we all know, a supreme being, and he is all good, okay? So those things that we see as evil are part of some things that actually put order in the universe, makes the universe actually uh, to flow in order, okay? They are not evil, okay? It is we that start terming them as evil, but no, that they are not evil, okay? They are altogether summed up in the expression of God in everything in the universe, okay? So they we should man should not have an idea of any concept of evil, or isolate an idea of to say that something is evil, but we should look at the whole picture. That is what Spinoza is saying. So to him, evil is nothing in existence, but those things that happens as evil are part of what makes the universe meaningful. Okay. So if we start having this conception, we will realize that evil does not exist. Okay, everything is an expression of God Himself. Okay, so with that, we come to an end to responses to the problem of evil. Evil. Okay, and we are going to be rounding up the whole courses tutorial here. Thank you so much for listening. My name is Eminem.